The most difficult time in your life to praise God, to thank God, to pray to God is always your trying times, your trial times, the hard times, the problematic situations in your life. So, I had a situation in my life last week, Thursday to be precise. I was taking my daughter to school when suddenly on the way she developed a problem in her mouth. Her teeth was bleeding. What she did, I didn't know. Instead of going to school, we have to divert to the dental clinic, and the doctors, they worked tirelessly on her for almost more than 5 hours. And in that situation, I was asking myself so many questions. And as God may have it, that particular day, exactly that day, was the day I volunteered to take her to school. It happens that I was, you know, at home that day. I had free morning because due to the type of the work I do, before she wakes up every day, I'm already off. And sometimes when I'm in afternoon duty before she goes to sleep, I'm still at home. I'm still at work, and by the time I come back, she's sleeping. And because she knew I have a night shift, she won't want to wake me up in the morning, to say hello before going to school. So it's always like that. Sometimes we hardly see each other, for you to know. That is Europe for us. But then I'm not here to talk about the nature of my work and how it affects my family. I'm here to talk about the glory of God, and the graces that God has been giving us human beings. And and most times we overlook them. And some people do it intentionally, I will say. They do it intentionally because, those graces, I will say, are the type of graces that um, one can easily testify without another person knowing. The others can know only when you open your mouth, and tell those graces or story as testimonies of God, what God had done in your life. So at that time, when we came back home after her treatment, she couldn't eat for 3 good days. Her mouth was swollen. She was so angry. And still, she will join me and come and we'll do our night uh, um, prayers before going to bed whenever I'm at home. But nevertheless, I saw that even though that she was angry, she was also wise not to point accusing finger to anybody, for the misfortune that happened to her on that day. But one thing she was grateful is that it happened on the day I was at home. It happened on the day I was taking her to school. And the question she kept on asking me is this: Mom, what of if it was the day you were not at home and you were in your duty? You have been very, very difficult for me to to get you on the phone. And even if I succeeded in getting you on the phone, it will still take a long time before you come to me. And I told her it is God's doing and we should be grateful for this grace, that it is grace. And then immediately, I start thinking about some of my patients and with their sicknesses. I remember a particular man, the legs were cut off because of diabetes. And whenever you enter his room, everywhere is smelling. And I remember another one that have brain cancer. and to the extent that he doesn't have any score again on the hair. So whenever I go to treat him, the wound, everywhere is smelling. You know, it's unbearable that you have to put on uh um protection. So why did I mention this particular patient among all the patients that I've ever, met in my life? Because this particular two are very special and I hold them close to my heart. Why are they special? They are special because they accepted their situation. They knew that they could not change it, but they knew that for the fact that those sicknesses made them almost when they were getting closer to the grave. I mean, they one was in his 90s, the other one was in 85 years. So they are also grateful. They are thankful to God. And every day, whenever I go there, their humor is so is one of a kind that I can't help laughing to their jokes and everything. And I'll go there, with face, oh, what am I going to see there today? Oh my God, God have mercy on them. But, I'll end up coming there, out from there, happy and, laughing, a little bit lighthearted. That's what I will say. So the thing is this, if those two people could give thanks to God, if these two people could, um, could accept their fate, if these two people did not transfer the aggression of what they were suffering to their wives or their children or anybody around them or the nurses that were treating them, if they took this as, as one of those things in life, what about you who is going around healthy? You're going around healthy. It's just that you don't have enough money in your pocket. Is it why you hate God? Is it why you're not at peace with God? Is it why you don't want anything to do with God? Is it why when you see people who are happy with God, when you see people who are praising God, when you see people who are worshiping God, you believe that they are just trying to attract attention, or you believe that they were just faking it? So my question to you is this: do all people who praise God and who post it out there in the internet for you to see also fake praising God? If you think so, okay, attempt faking it and let us see how it goes. It's just like when you see somebody who is faking love to somebody. At a point, the person will, get fed up of faking. At a point, the real person will start coming out. At a point, the person won't be able to hide the feeling again. No matter what, the truth will always come out. So, the end of my video right now is this: in good and in bad, always give thanks to God. There is a reason everything happens.